Today I have to take same
Yes,
where I
yes,
left
class in
last
YouTube.
time. Problems topic wise organized, and I think not this one. Where was it? Not this. This one I think.
The screen is not showing.
Screen is not showing.
Sir, you didn't share anything.
Yes, sir.
I did not share till now. Wait a second, let me share now then. Okay, now only. Right.
Yes, sir.
Starting
Now
now.
it has to.
Fine then. Let us come to our last time where I left. I
Yes,
left
sir.
up to
Complete page you have read.
this place I left. So did you read it once yourself? I told you to go through it once.
Yes, sir.
And see, if you are not understanding, I will explain you again. All I have done is I have just used a relative motion formula. Initial velocity of 1 is equal to initial velocity of 1 with respect to center of mass plus initial velocity of center of mass. And I am writing in this way so that I can use the similar formula for velocity v1 also. v1 will become, what will be v1? Similarly, v1 will be, v1
VC
can also
plus
be written as
V1C, sir. VC plus V1C.
vc plus v1c.
V1C. Yes, sir.
Advantage of this approach is that vc and vc is exactly equal to uc, no difference at all.
You see here.
And
Yes, sir.
v1c also we know quickly in terms of u1c. What is v1c in terms of u1c? v1c will be e times u1c.
E times U1C.
Therefore,
Yeah,
this approach is better. Therefore, we split into two components. And total velocity really completely unknown for us. We don't know what v1 is, how to tell what it will be. But it becomes so much familiar to us once we convert into two components. Because I know this first component will not change. That will remain same always. And second component will just become e times. So therefore, we write it in this relative motion form. That motion of 1 as observed by C plus motion in the frame of center of mass. Yes, this I mean to say this formula. I'm just stressing on the same formula only here. This place.
Okay.
V1C plus VC is equal to V1. So we can easily tell it, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
so here this is one thing, the formula, and how to apply it, how to write this formula here and to visualize it. I will write it as UC plus U1C. U1C is this red color vector. UC is this vector A to C. Here also I'm writing here. A to C is UC, that is also VC. And see, this also comes out to be equal to minus of U2 star. It is also equal to minus of U2 star. Why is it so? This thing I think you have to think. Initial velocity of 2 with respect to center of mass. What is the velocity of 2? I think you know that this case is for
Zero.
target at
Rest.
rest. If target is at rest, then initial velocity of 2 actually is
Yes, sir.
0.
It is with respect to center of mass will be center of mass.
So see, from here you can see, then from here you can tell U2C is equal to U2 minus UC, but U2 is 0. If one term is 0, then
minus
it is
UC.
just minus UC. Therefore, UC can be written as minus of U2C, or I write U2C as U2 star. You already are familiar with this.
Sir.
So it is minus U2 star. So it is interesting to see that just by knowing the velocity of center of mass, how many things we know. Just by knowing initial velocity of center of mass, I also know what is the final velocity of center of mass, and I also know what is the initial velocity of second body in the frame of center of mass. Right? All these things I know. Now, A to B vector. A to B vector is this total vector. This total vector is UC vector plus U1C vector, and that is U1. Right? What is AD vector? AD vector is this vector here, and AD vector is equal to or AE. These two will be final velocities depending upon what is our this angle of deviation in the center mass frame. It is phi1 or it is phi2. Depending upon that, it will be. Okay, it could be this or it could be the other one. I think rather than writing phi1, phi2, I could have written delta 1 star and delta 2 star. I should write delta 1 star, and because I normally do that only. So here this is delta 1 star, and there is another here which is delta 2 star. Okay, delta 1 star and delta 2 star. Delta 1 star is angle. It is angle delta 1
Of
star. I'm
deviation
having
with respect to center of mass.
BCE. Angle BCE. What is delta 2 star? Delta 2 star is angle BCD. Angle BCD.
Yes, sir.
Right? These are the angles. These are the deviations in the frame of center of mass. So therefore, I'm writing as a star. Delta is the
Two
deviation in
deviations
the ground frame.
possible.
Delta was just C to A to D, CAD angle, or it is same as CAE also. So velocities can be two velocities. So for a given angle, see, read this line here now properly. For a given angle of deviation, there will be two possible velocities, right or not? V1, two possible velocities are there, and also two possible angles of deviation. Two possible angles of deviation are there, right? And two possible impulses also will be there. Impulse means change in, if velocities are two, then change in velocity will also be two.
It's
So
also
two possible.
sir.
Then there will be two possible impulses. Those impulses I have represented by I1 vector and I2 vectors. I1 and I2. I1 is, see, what is the impulse? Impulse definition, by definition, impulse is change in velocity multiplied by mass.
Vectorially
Change in
it will be
velocity
that.
multiplied by mass. So I think rather than saying it is impulse, I should have written it as impulse upon mass, impulse per unit mass, because here I am talking about change in velocity. So it is impulse per unit mass. Per unit mass. This is also I2 per unit mass. Anyway, means it has two possible impulses. What is BE representing here? B2E vector.
Change in
B2E
velocity.
vector is representing
Change in two
I1
possible
upon
velocities.
mass. It is just change in velocity V1 minus U1. And V1 means it is just AE vector minus AB vector. Then you know what AE means, what AB means. Then it is just difference of this. That is I1 upon M. Similarly, I2 upon M. What is I2 upon M? I2 upon M is BD vector, B2D vector. That is I2 divided by M. Okay. So anyway, two possible velocities, two possible angles of deviation, two possible impulses. But in the frame of ground, there is only one possible angle of deviation for a given particular case. There cannot be multiple deviations, right? Now, here I have again explained one more thing here. What is the maximum possible angle of deviation? Let us call it delta max. The maximum possible angle of deviation. Obviously, velocity V1 can be, this tip of the V1 vector can lie anywhere on this circle. It can lie anywhere on this circle of radius E into U1 star. Because we know that the final velocity V1 star will be just E into U1 star. So U1 star is fixed, E is fixed for a given, when they mention in the question, they will say for a given value of E, or for a, obviously U1 star will also be fixed. Then V1 star magnitude wise will be fixed, but it is not fixed direction wise. So I can have different directions for this. There can be different angles of deviation. As a result, V1 star will be in different directions. If an angle of deviation is delta star, this one, then V1 star is this side. And this V1 star when added with UC, then it gives us final V1. Okay. What is the maximum possible angle of deviation in the ground frame? That maximum possible angle of deviation will be equal to, we can check from here. That will be equal to, if it is, this is tangent, which is tangent here? This is tangent here, this is tangent. And this is 90-degree angle here. So I can say this angle of deviation delta, sine of delta max is just equal to
U1 star by
E into
V1 sir.
U1 star
UC.
UC. Okay,
UC,
right.
sir.
Now, one more thing here. What is delta max? Then sine inverse of this. Delta max is sine inverse of this. But wait a second. I already know one more thing here. That what is UC? UC is equal to M1 into U upon M1 plus M2.
M1
Plus
plus
M2.
M2.
We know
Yes,
that.
sir. U2 equal
Right?
to 0.
I have written already here. Wait a second. Let me bring my, here I have written. UC is this. M1 into U upon M1 plus M2. We know that. What is U1 star? U1 minus UC. What is that coming out to be? That is coming out to be
M2
M2
by
into
M1
U
plus
upon
M2,
M1
sir.
plus M2. Then what is U1 star divided by UC? U1 star divided by UC is
M2 by
equal to
M1.
M2 upon M1. Right? It is very interesting formula. It is M2 upon M1. Then the initial velocity, this total initial velocity is in what ratio we can divide it? If I want to obtain UC and U1C. If I want to obtain UC and U1C, then it is divided in the ratio M1 is to M2. M1 is to M2. So what was M2 in the, don't forget the situation. Situation was M2 was at rest only m1 was moving with velocity u and m2 was at rest. This was the situation. But if I split into two components, I split into which components? UC and U1C. Then UC will be just, it will divide into m1 is to m2 ratio. Then I can quickly get what is UC. That is m1 into u upon m1 plus m2. What is U1C? That is m2 into u upon
M2 into
m1
U
plus m2.
upon M1 plus M2.
M1 plus M2.
Once I know this, then I can use this relation here. Very important relation. Sine delta max. The maximum possible angle of deviation will be just this thing. E into u1 upon,
M2 by M1, sir.
yes, and that will also be equal to, yes, you are right. That will be E into
M2 by M1 ratio.
m2 by m1. That will be sine of delta max. So maximum possible angle of deviation will be sine inverse of E into m2 by m1. That will be the maximum possible angle of deviation. What could be the maximum possible angle of deviation? Can I take E into m2? Valid for which cases? It is valid for the cases,
Target
for
at rest.
cases when E into m2 is less than m1. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
you can see clearly the sine of delta max cannot become more than 1. It is not possible to be more than 1. Sine of these
Yes,
angles
sir.
will be always less than 1. So it is valid only for the case when E into m2 is less than m1. It is not valid otherwise. Is it okay? E into m2 will be less than m1, right? So then only this relation will be valid. It is valid only for that particular special case. What will happen if it is not that case? If it is other case in which this thing is not valid, then wait a second. Let me add one page here. Okay. If that is not the case, then this situation is also possible. It is UC, and I am saying it is valid only for which case? If EM2 becomes greater than M1, then automatically E into U1 star will become greater than UC, right? Let us say this is the case when E into U1 star is greater than UC. This is U1, UC. This was here U1 star, and this E into U1 star is also greater than this. So we can make a diagram for it. Let me do in the same color. Sorry. Yes, right. This is okay. So in this particular case, if it is one vector is UC, other will be this one, let us say. This vector is V1 star, which is also equal to E into U1 star. It is coming out to be less again than UC. Wait a second, I have to change it. Now UC is less. UC is entering in, see, it is less now. UC is less in this. Now, in this particular case, when it is less, then I can clearly see that if I take this here, V1 star is this, then what would be V1 value here? V1 will be sum of UC and V1 star for this particular angle of deviation. This angle of deviation, let us say, in the center of mass frame, then this will be V1. So now obtuse angles are possible in this case easily. It can acquire any obtuse angle, and it can become, in fact, 180 degree also. It can be just coming back also like this. V1 can be like this also. So whenever E times M2 is greater than M1, or whenever E times U1 star is greater than UC, in that case, the body may have all possible angles of deviation. There is no such upper limit. This upper limit is valid only for which cases? When E into M2 is less than M1.
Less than M1.
Then the angle of deviation will not exceed beyond a particular given value. It will be less than that always. Otherwise, there is no such limit. In this case, all possible angle of deviation, all angles of deviation are possible. All angles of deviation are possible. In which case, if this is the case. But in this case, only which angles of deviation are possible? Delta is possible only which is less than E into sine inverse of sine inverse of E into M2 by M1. So angle of deviation would be less than or equal to this, but it will never be greater than this because maximum possible is sine inverse of E into M2 by M1. All other possible deviation angles will be less. Okay, so if we are conducting some experiment in which there are a lot of particles, this has some real significance in experiments. There are some experiments which we conduct. Yes.
Here in the
Say.
diagram, I didn't understand V1 star here.
V1 is which diagram? New
Direction of
diagram.
V1 star. Adding of
This
X
is
naught V.
this is UC. This
That's
is
a new diagram. Green colors down. That is V1 star. Understood, sir. V1 will be sum of UC plus V1 star, no, sir? Sir,
Sir, voice is not audible.
Voice is not audible.
Sir,
sir, in the down diagram, sir.
hello.
yes,
Sir,
sir, now
yes,
it's
sir, no
audible,
audible.
sir.
Okay. So can you see the screen also? I think you cannot see the screen.
Sir,
That
your
was
Now
shared.
only it
network
has
is
stopped again, sir.
Now screen is lost.
Yes, sir.
Your network bandwidth is low, sir.
Bandwidth is low. Bandwidth
sir.
is good. Add V1 star in this. How to add V1 star? That is also in any direction. I don't know. Random direction I can choose. This side. It could be this side. It could be backwards also. V1 star could be backwards also. It may come back. So I'm just adding those vectors, nothing else. And those could be, because those could be in any direction, this side, or it could be this side, or it could be this side. So if I want to take the tip of all these vectors, then I will be getting a circle here. So this circle, green circle, I have formed in that way only. And this is UC here. UC is, this part is UC. Okay. Just this
Yes,
part is
sir.
UC. In that I'm adding V1 star, and then I'm getting this as V1. This is a V1, obviously. Resultant of
V1,
these
yes,
two.
okay, sir.
Why it is that? This, because this UC is also equal to actually VC. So I cannot
Yes,
do
sir,
this thing that initial velocity I cannot add with final velocity. It is the final velocity in the center mass frame, and that I added with final velocity of V1C only. So VC plus V1C only is giving us V1. This only we are using
V1
always.
equals to V1.
And V1C is equal to V1 star,
Yes, sir, understood.
which is equal to E into U1 star, which is equal to E into U1 star. This is this. Understood? Is it understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Right. This
Understood.
problem has lot of practical significance. There are certain experiments which scientists conduct for very tiny particles, subatomic particles, and we cannot see those particles. But what we do, we keep a photographic plate. You know what is photographic plate?
no, sir.
Photographic plate is something which, when some charged particle will strike it, it will produce some luminescence. We will see some bright spot in that place. So
Yes,
what
sir.
they do,
Scintillations.
they send scintillation will be appearing there. So they will be sending some beam of charged particles here. Beam of charged particles is coming, and that is going through some foil. In that foil, some nucleus are there, and these charged particles will collide with the nucleus. And as they collide with the nucleus, they will deviate in all possible angles. So while they are deviating in all possible angles, let us say the angle of deviation is coming out to be less than, equal to some maximum possible value. Let us say it is 60 degrees. So it is coming out to be less than equal to 60 degrees. The largest deviation which we are observing is coming out to be just 60 degree angle of deviation. Then by this, I know the charged particles which I am sending, those are, let us say, alpha particles. I know the mass of alpha particles here.
Sir, in chemistry
And
it will
this,
come now, sir.
what?
In chemistry it will come now, sir. This one.
Okay, it will come in physics also. But anyway, just you listen now. I don't have to, I will not teach you complete modern physics now, but you just understand that how practical it is significant for us. Alpha particles are coming with certain speeds. And this, when collides with the nucleus, the nucleus has certain mass. And I, let us say, don't know what mass of the nucleus is. But I know that if the collisions are elastic, if the subatomic collisions are, let us say, elastic, and E will be 1, then I know the maximum possible angle of deviation will be sine inverse of mass of second particle, which is the target nucleus, divided by mass of M1. If the nucleus is lighter than the charged particle which we are projecting, okay, then I can determine what nucleus that is. Although there are less nuclei which are having less mass than alpha particle, I can consider this experiment by maybe some heavier charge particle, not alpha, maybe some heavier charge particle, and I can project that. And if it is deviating by certain angle, which is less than always 60 degrees, then I can find out that what is the mass of the nucleus. Or if I know the mass of nucleus, let us say I know this atom, that this is gold foil, and I know what is the mass of nucleus, and I don't know what is the mass of the alpha particle, and I want to determine that I cannot do. I think that I cannot. So target should be lesser mass. Then I can use this experiment to find out the masses. As long as the target is of lesser mass, I can use this experiment to find out the mass of the target one. Anyway, multiple angles of deviation for multiple maximum angle of deviation for multiple successive collisions. So if there is one mass, this mass, and it collides with this, maximum angle of deviation is delta max. Again, maximum angle of deviation is delta max again. Again, maximum angle of deviation is delta max. So what will be the overall maximum angle of deviation? That will obviously delta 1 plus, if it is delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 max, delta 1 max, delta 2 max, delta 3 max. Then what will be overall delta? Overall deviation will be sum of these individual deviations. That is the maximum possible angle of deviation which we can achieve by making a particle strike with other particles of different masses, maybe M2, M3, M4, and coefficient of restriction E1, E2, E3. If I know all these, then I can find out what is the maximum possible angle of deviation which I can achieve for the particle which is made incident on these particles. But I have to arrange these in such a way so that these are striking at a right angle. See, to achieve this maximum possible angle of deviation, this impulse should be acting in which particular direction? There should be one definite direction in which the impulse should be acting. In which direction impulse should be acting to achieve the maximum possible angle of deviation. From here you can tell. E into U1 star is this side. What will be U2 star? U2 star will be backwards, right or not? Will it be backwards or not? E into U1 star is this side.
Yes,
U2 star will be
backwards
this
minus
side.
UC.
Why? Because in the center of mass frame, the velocities are always equal, opposite to each other. These are always opposite to each other. So U2 star will be like this. So I know if U2 star is like this, and the second particle is only moving, only and only it is moving because of impulse. Is it right or not?
Yes,
The second particle is only moving because of the impulse. It is not moving because of any other thing. Just because of impulse only it is moving. So impulse on the, wait a second, is it something wrong going on here? What I said, wait, so let me go through my arguments again. I am saying that if in center of mass frame, the velocity of 1 is V1 star, and velocity of 2 in the center of mass frame
direction of impulse, sir.
Direction of impulse should be in the same direction as the direction of the
Yes, sir, M2.
direction of the
that you wanted to
M2
say.
velocity. But M2's velocity also we know that it should be in center of mass frame, they should be equal and opposite. Which one should be equal and opposite? This U1 star, E into U1 star, and E into U1 star, that is V1 star, and that should be equal to U2 star, right? This should be equal and opposite or not? In center of mass frame, always these are equal and opposite. I told you yesterday here somewhere. Here.
Yes, sir, understood.
Then V1 star is always opposite to,
with respect to center of mass, 0.
and I is in which direction? I is
V2 star,
pointing
yes,
in
sir.
the direction of V2 star.
V2 star.
That is impulse acting. That is impulse acting on second particle. So impulse acting on first particle will be opposite of it. Impulse acting on the first particle will be opposite of it. So impulse acting on the first particle will be. No, not necessarily in the direction of V1 star. Sorry. No, I'm saying wrong. Impulse is not in the direction of V2 star. See, impulse is in this direction and V2 star is in other direction. There is angle in between.
With respect
But
to
in
center
this
of
case,
mass.
target was at in the ground frame. If I find out in which direction the velocity is, with respect to center of mass, the line of impact. With respect to center of mass, the line of impact is not in same direction as the line of velocity. So velocity is not in the direction of impulse in the frame of center of mass. In the frame of center of mass, velocity is not in the direction of impact. Impact is felt in this direction, but velocity is in some other direction, right? So V2 star is not in the direction of impulse. That is not true. V2 star is not in the direction of impulse. Okay, but V2 will be in the direction of impulse definitely, because velocity in the ground frame obtained by the second particle will always be in the direction of impulse. V2 will be in the direction of impulse. Understood or not?
Understood. Simple doesn't depend upon frame of reference.
Right. And once we know V2, once we know the direction of impulse in any one frame, then in all other frames it will be same direction only. It cannot be different directions, because impulse does not depend on the frame of reference. Anyway, come back to this. So if I say that there are elastic collisions taking place with masses m each, and this mass which is hitting is 2m, and it is coming with velocity u, then tell me what is the maximum possible angle of deviation achievable by these 3 masses, or maybe by 4 masses. What is the maximum? How to arrange that is also I'm leaving on you. I'm not telling you how these are arranged. These may be arranged in any way. You arrange yourself, but you have to arrange somehow in such a way. So that when this 2m comes, by deflecting from these 4 masses, it should be getting maximum possible angle of deviation. So I know by striking with 1, what maximum possible angle of deviation it will obtain. Sine inverse of m by 2m. That is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2. That it will obtain.
30 degrees.
So by
30 degrees.
then with 1 it is obtaining 30 degrees. Then with 4, how much it will obtain? 4 into 30, that will be 120 degrees. How much it will obtain? 120 degrees.
120 degrees.
Right? But how to arrange these so that this can achieve such thing? Then we have to arrange in such a way so that it collides in such a way so that after collision it should go to the second particle. Then after collision again it should go to the third one. Then means it should be going to first, then second, then third, and then coming back. Right? At last it should be with the starting to the last, total angle should become 120 degree. Can you arrange in proper way?
120 degrees.
How to arrange this? How to arrange this to achieve this thing? Can we arrange these in the form of a polygon, regular polygon?
Regular polygon.
1, second, third. These are the masses, let us say. And this is the regular polygon. And this is the distance from the center will be same. And the striking mass 2m comes here. Now it should go to this path, and then to this path, and then to this path. So in order to go into that path, this side it should be coming, right? Angle between 2 lines is equal to angle between their perpendiculars. This angle between these two, this angle between these yellow lines are the perpendiculars to the paths. So angle between 2 lines, this line and this line has what angle? Angle of deviation, angle of deviation, angle of deviation. So that 30, 30, 30, and at last again from here it should be deviated by an angle 30, and then one more last yellow line should be like this here. So angle between these two should be 30, these two should be 30, these two should be 30, these two should also be 30, right or not? Then how should I make it incident? But I know if it is a regular polygon, then what these angles will be? I think this is the exterior angle, this angle is equal to this angle, I think. If it is 30, this total is also 30, right? In a regular polygon, I think or not, that this exterior angle in a regular polygon is always equal to, let's say this is a regular polygon and this is a angle here, this angle theta is also equal to this angle theta. Do you know this thing or not, this property? This exterior angle is always equal to this angle here. So therefore this is 30 degree here. This will be 30, so it will be 15 degrees here. It will be 15 degrees here. So initially at what angle it should be coming from the this polygon? If polygon is of making here 30, it is 30 degree angle here, it is 30, then initially it should be coming not this initial path should not be in the polygon. It should be a different path. It should not be along the polygon, right? It should be coming at 15 degrees angle from that. It should be coming at an angle 15 degrees from that. Somewhere like this it should be coming at 15 degrees angle. And then it will be deviating by 30 degrees from its initial path. All right. And then next, then they will keep on moving along the polygon. And at last, it will be moving in such a way that will again not lie along the polygon. That will be lying again at what angle from this? I think 15 degree at last again, right? From this, total deviation is 30 degree only. But I mean to say that with respect to the polygon path, it will be deviated by what angle? With respect to polygon path, it will be deviated at last by an angle 15 degrees. This part I think you're not understanding, but it's in 1 second, third, and let us say fourth. Let us say these are the 1 second, third, fourth, fifth, and this is the perpendicular vectors. One perpendicular vector coming here. Okay, so understand here that if I have to, I want you to obtain maximum possible angle of deviation. If I want to obtain maximum possible angle of deviation, let me go back again. See, simple idea. I think I need not make the diagram. Somebody is making noise. Who is that?
Harshit Reddy, sir.
Mute him. Mute him or remove him. Remove him.
Sir, removed, sir.
Removed.
Removed, sir.
Okay, good only. So maximum angle of deviation for multiple successive collisions. So it means simple. I think you can tell now what will be the maximum possible angle of deviation. Depending upon, it will be simply if there is sine inverse of, I told you, maximum for first, maximum for second, maximum for third, right? And that way we can get the total maximum possible angle of deviation. Is it possible to achieve this situation that it is going straight, colliding with certain particles and again coming straight? That is also possible in some cases, right? It may go this way and then again it may come in that way. In that case, if it is how to achieve such thing? If I want it to go in this way, and then it will deviate by some angle deviation, then again it should deviate by same angle of deviation in opposite direction.
Same angle.
First
Yes.
anti-clockwise, then clockwise, then again it will be in the same path. So I can achieve by two collisions of same deviation. Means always delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3. That will not happen to find out the net deviation. Net deviation may be first deviation minus second deviation plus third deviation. Sometimes it may be like this also. Plus third, see, first deviation, second deviation, third deviation. So what is the net deviation overall? It will come out to be delta 1 minus delta 2 plus delta 3 in this case. Why? Because some deviations are clockwise and others are anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise I have taken positive, clockwise I have taken negative. Anti-clockwise I have taken again positive. So delta 1, anti-clockwise, so positive. Clockwise, so negative. Anti-clockwise, so positive. So overall, this will be the net deviation in such cases. But again, don't confuse that always net deviation. I think you may remember this wrong formula. This is not the formula for net deviation, that sine inverse of E m2 by m1. It is only and only applicable for only and only for which case?
One
Only
collision.
it is, yes, I can say it is
Only
delta max
one
formula, not
collision.
delta. Otherwise, what will be the formula for delta in general? In general, how to find out
Less
deviation?
than
In
or
general, if I want to find, I can use the law of cosine. That cosine rule is there, no? By which we know if two vectors are known, we can find out the angle between those two vectors. One vector is UC. One vector is here. This vector was V1. This I want to find. And this one is V1 star. I know the magnitude of this. I know the magnitude of U. I know the UC, I know magnitude wise. V1 star, I know magnitude wise because E is given to us. I want to find out delta. How to find delta from this data? I think one more thing is required to be specified because for a single delta, I can, V1 should be given. If V1 is given, then I can get delta now. Can we get delta now? Yes, how?
Two values
Yes,
of
sir.
V1 we can
I will
use.
write
Cosine
V1
rule.
star. V1 star by sine rule also we can use. V1 star by sine delta. V1 star by sine delta is equal to, no, not that. Cosine only. I
Sine
think.
rule not
Cosine rule.
applicable. Cosine.
Sine rule not
Cosine rule we
applicable.
will use.
Two values
Cosine
of
rule means
V1
it will
we
become
can get.
Cos
delta
delta
is
is
equal to UC
UC square plus
plus V1 square
square
minus 2 into UC into V1 upon. No, wait a second. What am I doing here?
minus V1 star square, sir.
Sorry. Yes, right. Minus V1 star square. This divided by 2 into
UC into V1.
UC into V1. Yes, right. So if they have given what is the final speed and they are asking to find out the angle of deviation, we can get it so easily. For which cases we can get easily? For the cases when the target one was at rest. So this case is a really important and simple case. We can find out the angle of deviation so easily just by knowing what is the final speed. Okay. If they say what is the final kinetic energy, can you still get it? If they say what is the final kinetic energy, can you still get it? By final kinetic energy,
Half
I
K
can-
into V1.
I can tell, I think, no, then it will be tough. Because kinetic energy, if they give only first kinetic energy, then obviously I can do again in the same way only. If total kinetic energy is given, that will be equal to half of m1 v1 square plus half of
Of M2
m2
V2
into
square.
v2 square. Initial kinetic energy is half of m into u square. From there, we can get kinetic energy lost. And what is the formula for kinetic energy lost? I told you kinetic energy lost in all the frames will be same. So we will find
K
kinetic energy
star
lost in the center mass frame.
into
That will be kinetic energy lost in all the frames.
K
And that will be
star
equal
into
to half of mu into u normal relative square along the normal, remember, into 1 minus e square. U along the normal it is only along the normal. I'm just telling you guys how to analyze, and if they give this question, let us say they are asking coefficient of restitution in this, and they are giving the kinetic energy finally, we can obtain that by using this relation. Again, who is making noise?
Harshit Reddy.
Plating, we can say direction of the electron.
Who is doing that again?
Sir, your camera opened.
Camera is open, but nobody should make noise, I'm saying.
I muted him, sir.
Okay, right. Now, case when UC is less than, what he was doing, I think you know the voice. I cannot understand really Telugu, so I don't know. But if I would be understanding, then sometimes, depending upon what they are talking, sometimes I will be removing them and sometimes I will be just muting them maybe.
Another
So I don't know
class.
what they, then you should really remove them. If it was some voice from some another class.
No, sir, that is not from another class. Sir.
Okay. Case next is UC is less than this case. Okay, I discussed already. This case I discussed already. When UC is less than EU star, that is equivalent to the case of when M1 is less than E into M2. Then all possible angles of deviation are
Yes,
there.
sir.
Then we don't have just one maximum possible angular deviation. Collision with rough surface. This part I have not discussed yet. Let me discuss this part. If I have a, although I discussed it last week. I discussed it last week somewhat while discussing the impulses, but again I will repeat. Let us say I have one block here and it is coming with velocity u, making an angle
Theta.
some theta with the normal, and coefficient of restitution is given as v, and coefficient of restitution is given.
E.
Maybe
E.
it is given as e.
E.
Can you find out the angle of or maybe I will ask you an interesting question here. This is deviated at an angle. This is given as alpha. Let it be alpha and let it be beta.
Beta, okay.
Find loss of energy. Find the loss of energy for the given elastic collision.
No loss, sir.
Find the loss of energy for the given elastic collision. If it is elastic collision, one thing comes to your mind quickly, that it has no loss, and it is completely wrong, obviously.
Sir, but friction is there, no, sir?
Yes, that loss of energy for elastic collision is applicable only, no loss of energy for elastic collision is applicable only for which case? No loss in elastic collisions. No loss in elastic collisions is valid only for frictionless surfaces. Frictionless surfaces. If it has rough surface, then even for elastic collision also there can be loss. So because it has rough surface, as the surface is rough, the losses will be there even for elastic collisions. What is the energy lost? You tell me that. What is the energy loss now? Let this speed be v. And can I write this thing now? V tau is equal to u tau. That is also not applicable now. See how many things are not valid now. U tau along tangent there will be impulse. So I cannot say that v tau will be equal to u tau. That will be wrong thing to do. as there is some impulse along the tangent. So during the collision, if I make this diagram here, in this instant of time, impulse from the ground is acting due to normal, and frictional impulse is mu into n. Can I apply mu into n? I can apply mu into n only if there is no static friction, it is just kinetic only. How can we guarantee it is kinetic friction? There is a very simple way to guarantee. I know that v tau is not equal to 0. And u tau is also some positive value, and v tau is also positive value. When both are positive, then in between, while the velocity changes from u tangential to v tangential during the sliding, the velocity will change from u tangential to v tangential. But none of this is 0, and both are positive only. Then it means throughout the collision, this velocity remains in forward direction. And if velocity remains in forward direction throughout the collision, then friction will be acting throughout the collision in backward direction, and that will be kinetic only, mu into n. What will be the impulse? Impulse will become mu into I due to normal. If impulse due to normal is in, then this impulse will be mu into in. What is impulse due to normal? Impulse due to normal will be just equal to the change in momentum along y-axis. That will be equal to, what will be that? And neglecting its mass.
Mu into u
Otherwise,
relative.
yes. So what we are getting mu into what mu? Why mu? What are you even talking about?
U
Don't use
related
mu.
along normal.
No need to take mu. It is just one mass. What do you want to take mu as? There is the other mass in this. Other is collision with the ground. Huh?
Okay, sir, understood.
Don't use that. Just simply write mass into change in velocity. What is the change in velocity along the normal?
V cos
Vn
beta
minus
plus
un. M into v cos beta
beta
minus
Minus v cos alpha.
plus. Minus or
Plus,
minus
sir.
will become plus
Yes,
u
sir.
cos
u
alpha.
cos alpha.
That is impulse along normal. Then from here I can get the impulse along horizontal. That will give us m into v sine beta. Wait a second. I think not that. I have taken backside positives, and I should be writing this as negative. Minus or minus plus m into u sine alpha. Then I will be getting m into u sine alpha minus v sine beta is equal to mu into in. Can I get the value of v from here or not?
Yes,
Tell me.
sir.
I think it is enough to get the value of v, because I can write it as m into
U sin alpha minus nu n.
cos beta plus u cos alpha.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Then we get v from here.
You can get, sir.
Then we can get the kinetic energy. Then we can find out the energy lost also. So yes, energy can be lost. Energy can be lost in case of elastic collisions. This was the main idea why I took this question here. And I wanted to tell you one more thing. Don't get this habit of putting v tau equal to u tau always without seeing. See first whether the collision is elastic or, whether the surface is rough or it is having friction. Okay. Next.
Sir.
Yes.
Sharp.
Here, when mu in you have written,
Yes. This is not equal. Again, somebody will say it is equal. I am not writing it to be equal. I am saying this will give us this thing. Mu n will
Yes,
give us
sir.
this. By mu n into dt integral, that will give us mu into I.
Most integral FTT is impulse function. Yes, sir.
I know. See, I obviously, sorry, I'm being careless, but actually these things I have already discussed before. No, so I'm thinking, you know all these things. Obviously, I never said that mu n will be equal to mu into in.
Yes, sir.
But mu n into
Understood.
dt, mu n into dt will give us mu into in. That will give us mu into in. Okay.
here mu in is equals to minus mv sine beta you have written as well.
Where I have written mu n equal to.
Here, when
Yes.
you calculate
Yes. I took left hand side as positive.
Oh,
And I
yes.
want to write final momentum minus initial momentum. So both momentum initial as well as final were negative only, because I have taken left hand side as positive. Mu into in is left hand side, and that I have taken positive. Left side direction is positive, and right side I will take negative now.
Okay, sir.
P final minus P initial. Or you do one thing. in fact, I will do, then I will not even write this equation, but I am doing it for you because I'm thinking otherwise you will commit mistake in science. I will directly write this last equation only. How? I know that magnitude of change in momentum is equal to magnitude of impulse. Magnitude of impulse is mu into in. And what is the magnitude of change in momentum? Magnitude of change in momentum is not v sine beta minus u sine alpha, but opposite of that, because I know speed is reduced in this. Speed is reduced. So initiate was more. So u sine alpha was more and v sine beta became less. So more minus less can give us the magnitude. So magnitude of the impulse is equal to magnitude of the change in momentum. We can write this here also directly.
Done, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next case, we have double impact collisions. So when this mass collides with this wedge, how many impulses are acting on the wedge at that instant when it collides during the collision? If I bring it close to this, then one impulse acts
Two
along this side,
impacts, sir. Along
and
normal.
one, yes, this is also impulsive normal. From below also it
Yes,
will
sir.
be impulsive normal. So two impacts
Round.
will be felt. Similarly, if I bring this thing here and it collided here, again,
There
how
are
many impacts
also,
will be acting?
yes, sir, two impulses.
Impulse, sir. Two
From
Two
ground
impulses will
on,
be
from
acting on the
and
normal.
round and from
on the
surface.
ball of mass m, there is one impulse only, but on the wedge or on this hemisphere there are two
Two
impulses.
impulse.
This angle is theta and this angle is, let us say, theta here at this instant of time, at this place where it is touching it. That tangent of that, if I draw, let us say this angle is coming out to be theta. If that is the case, then is there any difference in equations of 1 and equations of 2? What you expect? Equations will be exactly same. There will be no difference at all.
Yes, sir.
Because if this mass is m and this is
It
small
does
m,
not
this is
depend
capital
on
M, this is
shape
small
now,
m.
sir.
Yes, it will not depend on the shape. It will depend on at
Only
that instant, at that
direction of
place, how it
impulse.
collides. At that place, how it collides, it will depend on that thing, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
at that place it is colliding in the same way, then obviously these two cases are similar for me, and I can tackle both of these cases in the same way. So it doesn't even depend on all these things. One more case I can think of in which it will be exactly same situation only. See, if I take this, no, it will be different. No, I think so. It will be different. It will be different. It will become different. How to make it same? Yes, it will become same. Sorry, I can make it same. See, I have to change situation slightly and then it will become same. Sorry, wait a second. Yes. If this is capital M now and this is small m, I am not saying this is not, see, masses, I'm giving this as small m and this as capital M. Reason is, as this will come close and it will collide with this, then on the small m, what angle it will form?
Again,
This angle will be theta.
theta,
Then on
sir.
small, on capital M, now on capital M, what impulses will be acting? These two impulses will be acting.
Down also, yes, sir, down also impulse.
So same type
Yes,
of
sir.
impulses, exactly same situation again. See, although this situation and this situation I think appears to be so much different, but these are not different as long as the small m was moving and the capital M was rest in all of these three cases.
Yes, sir.
Then these are exactly similar. These three cases are similar. So by looking at different diagrams, don't think that now it is a different question. The question will be maybe same only, just diagrams will be different. All these are similar. In fact, this is also similar. That will be more appearing to be more different from all these cases. But this also can be taken in the same way, dealt in the same way. Which one? If I take this case here,
That's string
Where?
one, sir.
wait a second, let me discuss. This is a string here. And this ball comes and collides here in this way, coming with horizontal velocity v. As it is, let me make neat and clean diagram only. So, sorry, what is happening here? As this ball here, right here, as it is approaching, this is sphere. I'm not able to make it perfect sphere, but it is a sphere, you understand it.
There are
As it
also
is
two
touching this,
impulses, sir.
as it is touching it. No, not only impulses, I should see the directions also. This direction of one impulse Other impulse
Will
is
be
from
this
the
side?
tension this time.
Yes, sir.
This
Upwards.
Impulse by
the
tension.
impulse by tension is same as last time. Last time it was impulse due to normal from the ground.
Yes,
And
sir.
in these cases, it is impulse from the normal from the ground. Now it is in the vertical direction, and now last time also it was in vertical direction only. And this other impulse is at an oblique angle. So if I take this line tangent here, and I again, this angle again I make theta, then it is exactly same question again. But in which case? In the case in which this was coming horizontally, this should be coming horizontally, not in the
Sir,
upper diagram which I have drawn.
Velocity
In the
should
upper
be
diagram.
horizontal only.
Initial velocity should be horizontal. So if initial velocity is horizontal, and this case, see how different all these cases are appearing to be, but these are exactly same cases, no difference at all. Let me take it in that place only. These are all 3-4 cases which I made. These are all same, no difference at all. Here
Sir, below, sir.
I can take 1, 2, number 3,
Fourth,
and
sir.
number 4. All these are similar, exactly similar.
Yes. Now we can start. sir.
Okay. So now I will discuss any one of these, and I will assume that I discussed all remaining because these are same only, right? Which one I will discuss? I will discuss this wedge one properly, because in that case I don't have to take tangent and draw the angle theta. Here automatically it is there already, inclination angle is theta. So I will take that case only. In that case, I highly recommend, there could be other ways to do, but other ways will be lengthy, appearing to be more complex also. Before I discuss this question, I will ask you one simple question. You should be able to do that. If this comes here and it strikes here, right? I'm bringing it here and it is striking here. And let us say it is given to you. It is given that E is equal to 0. And all the surfaces are smooth. Everywhere, if not mentioned, then also you take it to be smooth only. Now you tell me, can we apply conservation of momentum of small m? Yes. In which direction? You tell me in which direction we can apply conservation of momentum on small m?
Horizontal.
Direction, sir.
Not in horizontal direction. There's a how are you even? Impulse is actually this side.
Along
Yes,
the
sir.
inclines.
Along the
sir.
incline.
Along the
There is
incline
no
only, sir.
Along the incline.
there is no force along the incline. Along the incline, it will remain same. So what will be the velocity along the incline? Same thing. V tau will be
U
equal
cos
to u
theta,
tau.
sir.
So that will be equal to u cos theta. So velocity along this side will remain what? It will remain just u cos theta only.
Cos
It
theta.
will not change.
Yes, sir.
That part is clear.
Yes, sir.
Another thing I told that its velocity is its collision is inelastic, perfectly inelastic. I said perfectly inelastic. Now tell me,
It will stick to it.
then what happens to its other velocity? In which direction its other velocity will be?
Horizontal, sir. Both will move.
So one more thing, what is its velocity to incline up the incline? What is its velocity relative to incline up the incline? Is it u cos theta?
No, sir.
Its velocity of, let us call it 1, let us call it 2. Velocity of 1, 2 along 1 with respect to 2 along the parallel to incline direction. Is it equal to u cos theta? No,
No, sir. V
wrong.
component will be there,
V1.
sir. V1.
Only
Wedge
just
component will
V1
be
along.
sir.
It is only V1 along tangent. Only V1 along tangent will be u cos theta. Remember, in the
Yes,
ground frame, velocity of this along the tangent will be equal to u cos theta, but not in the frame of wedge. In the frame of wedge, it will be
Exams will
different
have one
because
component, sir.
wedge will acquire some velocity v.
Yes, sir.
Wedge will acquire some velocity v. Don't forget that thing.
Minus
Wedge
that
is also
component
acquiring
we
some
need to do.
Okay, so don't forget that this wedge is also acquiring velocity v. Don't forget that. Let me go back to neat and clean diagram again, and then I will. Then you tell me now. Okay, the question was, yes, this was the question. E0, mu 0. So one velocity you told me. What is one velocity? U cos
Theta.
theta. Let us say it acquires. Let us say after collision it acquires velocity v. Then what will be the other component of its velocity? Now you tell me yourself only.
Sin theta.
U,
What will be the
sir.
What will be the other velocity?
From ground.
So for other velocity, we have to apply an incline conservation of momentum.
Okay, so other velocity will be, see, this was the initial velocity, right? And it attains velocity v. It was initially 0 and it attains v, and it changed to this side. It became u cos theta. This side it will become what? That is unknown. But that I know by constant relations. You should be able to tell me quickly. Along this direction, its velocity will be same as velocity of the wedge along the same
Yes,
direction.
sir. Okay.
Along this
V,
direction.
it will be V sin theta.
This is 90-degree angle.
V sin theta, sir. It is.
This is 90 minus theta. If you are able to tell it is 90 minus theta, then you can
Theta.
say component of velocity in this direction will become v sin theta.
V sin theta. Yes. Sir.
Yes, you are right. It is v sin theta. So it has u cos theta in the inclined direction and v sin theta in the perpendicular direction. Are you okay with this part?
Yes. Sir.
But
From
it's
NLM.
Okay.
from NLM we have discussed it here. Just from NLM it is
Sir.
coming directly. So this part is understood, right?
To be in contact,
So-
perpendicular velocity should be same.
So I expect you to be doing this thing. Whenever they are giving e equal to 0 case, whenever they are giving you e equal to 0 case, quickly, at that instant only you should be responding fast, and you should be saying that its velocity along this direction is after collision u cos theta. And in this direction, take it to be some unknown, but that unknown is v sin
sin
theta
theta.
because it is v.
Yes, sir.
But only valid for which case? Only for the case when e is
Is equals to
Zero.
Zero. Yes, sir.
only for those cases. But okay, this is enough. If you have understood this, then you can do for those cases also when e is not 0. Now, second case is the case when e was not 0. That is the second case. And see what we will do in that. In the second case, what we are going to do.
Then approach relative velocity of our E formula we need to use. Initially sin theta knows.
Wait a second. So now I am making it here again, and then you can see what I have written here, this side. This is actually the velocity only, which I wanted to tell you. This is that thing only.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it that or not? Because now the its velocity, I know the velocity of the wedge. Let me represent by it in a different color, the velocity of the wedge. Let us say velocity of the wedge in this direction is represented by this color. This velocity is
V sin
equal to
theta.
v sin theta. That is of wedge. But the velocity of approach of this body here, that will be equal to this thing, v sin theta minus of e into u sin theta. So that the velocity of separation of the wedge with respect to the ball comes out to be e into u sin theta. Because velocity of separation, relative velocity of separation should be e into u sin theta. So therefore, now what should I take its velocity to be? I should take its velocity to be v sin theta minus e into u sin theta.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
okay with this so far?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are okay with this, then we can do it in one step after that. There is nothing left in this. Now apply the conservation of momentum and get the answer. How to apply conservation of momentum? Conservation of momentum says that capital M into V. Sorry, what was initial velocity along this? Initially it was coming with velocity u, right? So I
Yes,
can
sir.
say
Yes, sir.
Small
now-
m, sir. That.
now capital M
M,
into
small
V.
m, yes,
No,
sir.
it is final V.
Yes, sir. First you are writing
Okay, sir.
final.
Final
Okay, sir.
momentum is equal to
Okay,
initial
okay.
momentum unit. So M into V is equal
Okay,
to small m into, now I have to be careful. It has two components, u cos theta
Sir.
and the other
Another
component
is
is this.
V sin theta minus
Let us call it
u
let us
sin
call it
theta.
Vn. Let us call it Vn. Let us call it V tau. So I will be writing simply V tau cos theta, V tau cos theta plus Vn. Component of Vn in this direction. That will be Vn sin theta in the horizontal direction, right?
Yes, sir.
This
L
is
sin
Vn.
theta.
Vn sin theta. That is equal to, sorry, this mass is multiplied by both. That is equal to m into u. But
Yes,
now
sir.
V tau we know is equal to u cos theta, then it becomes u cos square theta plus. What is Vn here? Vn is equal to v sin theta minus e into u sin theta whole multiplied by sin theta. This plus
U
into m plus m into v is equal to m into
equals
u.
to mu.
Then I think in just next step only we will get answer. Are we getting answer or not? What is unknown in this now? What is the unknown in this? Just velocity is unknown.
Only V, sir.
Then what is the v coming out to be? V is coming out to be equal to, let us arrange the terms somewhat. M into
minus capital
u term here and u term here. and u term here.
Minus u cos square theta.
M into u taken common into 1 plus cos square theta plus e into sin square theta, I think. Is it right or not?
Sir,
Sir, one
Sir, 1 minus cos square.
1 minus cos square theta, sir.
1 minus cos square theta minus e sin plus e sin square theta, sir.
Plus c sin square.
Then it is simple. It became easy for us. Sin square theta into 1 plus c. M into u sin square theta into 1 plus c upon m minus.
Capital M minus
or
small m sin square.
minus or plus it will be. Minus only or plus? Plus.
Plus,
Plus it
sir.
is.
Sir,
M plus m sin square theta, that is equal to v. Simple.
yes, sir.
So it is so simple now. See, we just in one step. But to be able to do it in one step, you should be able to write it properly first. V sin theta minus e into u sin theta, and that side you should be able to do it as u cos theta. So this thing you will do in the diagram only. And when you start writing the equation, then you will write just one equation. There only you will get the answer. So it is like one step answer only. It is very quick answer, very fast answer, one step answer. Understood or not? Right.
Sir.
I have a doubt.
Yes, ask it.
Sir, you applied conservation of momentum along horizontal.
Yes.
But initially we discussed we should apply along the incline.
That for the single mass. This for the total. What is the problem? On the total body, combined system, what is the force acting on
Okay,
it?
okay.
That is vertical force. But on individual body, what is the force acting on it? That is along
That
the
is
incline
normal,
zero.
sir.
Along normal
Yes,
it is
sir.
acting. So
Yes, sir,
that I
normal.
applied here. Use cos it is equal to V. Don't learn this thing that we should apply in which direction. Learn that in
Yes,
which
force
direction
is
the
acting.
force is zero. In that direction we should apply. And on what
Yes, sir.
system? System also should be in your mind. You are learning that okay, you are learning in this way that okay, sir told that apply along the incline, so I should apply along the incline without thinking whether I am applying for one body or two bodies or three bodies, or whether the force is acting along the incline or not acting along the incline. Think about all these things first. Right now, also, if I change the situation slightly and I say it has friction, then can I apply even along the incline also? For single body
No,
also?
sir.
Then even
No.
for single body
No,
also
sir.
I cannot,
No.
for the ball also I cannot apply along the incline. So that, whether we can apply or not apply, that you start from the following from this thing. That what is the force acting on the system during the collision? So during the collision, the force acting on the system, mg we neglect always. You know already. So I'm not even drawing mg. Only one is acting normal from the ground, that is acting upwards on the entire system. Therefore, horizontal is the safe direction to apply the conservation of momentum. We can apply along the horizontal direction. And I already told you that mu was given to be 0.
0.
Understood now, Hafiz? Hafiz asked or somebody else? Hafiz asked.
Sir, I am not, sir. Sai Sudan, I think. Sai
Sudan,
Sudan.
I asked it, sir.
Yes, Susan, say what?
Understood.
Understood? Okay, right. Next.
Sir.
Next question is then, so you see how many questions I dealt here? I dealt these all different varieties, one variety, second variety, third variety, fourth variety, all these are tackled in the same way. Diagram will be different, but you can
Yes, sir.
always convert into same manner, same question. Okay. Now let us go to that question, which is slightly different from, okay, I discussed some more things here. If somebody asks you to find out the impulse, can you find out the impulse? Impulse will be equal to
Yes,
just
m
Alien momentum only, sir. We can find.
Delta
momentum of
V
small,
along
small
normal.
m. So small m has what velocity now? Small m has what velocity along the normal? Along the normal, so small m has velocity. What was the velocity of the small m along the normal? Final velocity is this. This is the final velocity, which is given here. Here, see on this one. V sin theta minus e into u sin theta. And what was the initial velocity? Was just u sin theta.
Yes, sir.
U sin theta.
Then
Sir.
what is the change in velocity? What is the change in velocity of this?
Sir,
normal?
u sin theta into 1 plus c minus v sin theta.
Yes. Then I think I have written that only. U sin
Sir,
theta
it
into
was
1 plus c minus
v sin theta.
that multiplied by mass will be impulse.
Yes,
What
sir.
will be work done by impulse on small m, or what will be work done by impulse on capital M? Work done by impulse will be nothing but change in kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy, sir. Initially 0.
That can be simply written as half into mv square, and you know what is mv, you can find it out easily and you can get the answer. What about the impulse on small m? Impulse acting on small m, change in kinetic energy again.
Is also
Half
same.
into m into
Half
final
m into
speed square.
final velocity. Yes, sir. Final
I am
minus
taking only
zero
along
minus.
normal. I am taking only along normal because along other direction, otherwise
No
also there is no
impulse.
change. Initially
Yes,
also
sir.
same kinetic energy and finally also same kinetic
Same
energy.
kinetic energy.
Okay. Kinetic energy is not a vector quantity, remember. But even though it is not a vector quantity, even then kinetic energy I can always take separately like this. Kinetic energy along x plus kinetic energy along y is equal to net kinetic energy. That I can do. Although it is not a vector, but I can still do in this way as long as x and y are mutually perpendicular. And reason to do that is because actually we are getting this thing half m into vx square plus half m into
Half m
vy
into
square.
Vy square
And
is
we know
equal
that
to-
vx square plus vy square is equal to v square. Because
square.
this formula we know
Correct,
is
sir.
always valid. Therefore, although kinetic energy is not a vector, but still
Mathematics only, sir, here actually.
we can write kx plus ky is equal to net kinetic energy. Next comes this thing here. So let us say a ball is coming from top and it is coming with velocity u and then colliding with this. Mass is given as m and capital M, and tension, okay, other things are not given. Then what is the, what can be asked? What is the impulse during the impact from that string?
Function also, sir.
Impulse due to tension we have to find out. Impulse due to tension, find impulse due to tension and also find impulse due to normal and also find the velocities after
Please, sir.
impact. Find all these three things. I'm leaving some time for you to think on it so that you can understand and visualize the things that in which direction individual momentum will be conserved and in which direction the combined system momentum will be conserved. Think in that way. In which direction individual and in which direction combined will be
Equal to
conserved.
one case, that is elastic.
And given that E is equal to 1. Also, one more thing I need to specify here. This radius is R and this radius is also R. Why I am giving that? And this is just tangent to it. The string is just tangent to it. I am giving this
We
data
want
so
a
that you can angle.
Theta, sir. That's why you have given R.
That's why I'm giving this, right? So please do it now, and after 2 minutes, I will discuss it.
Sir, yesterday's class is uploading YouTube, sir.
Today I will upload.
Okay, sir.
But don't depend on upload. You should do everything seriously here in the class itself, right? Don't think that after that I will again go through that video and I will understand there. Not like that. Here only you should be understanding everything. And I think that is only reason why I'm not that much willing to upload also. Sometimes I'm thinking, should I upload or not? Because some students are then dependent on that. Some are not taking classes seriously. Some are not coming to the classes. So therefore, I am thinking that it should not be doing harm to you.
Sir,
It is good that
sir.
it is good that you write the notes properly first.
Some members have net problems. No, sir. That's why we are.
Okay, I understand. Then that is a genuine problem. Okay, right. Okay, fine. I will be doing that then. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt in previous problem.
Yes, ask it.
Here we got v sin theta minus u sin theta, no, sir?
Yes.
How did we get that? I am not understanding.
Equals to
We are
velocity
getting
of
just
separation by velocity of.
let its velocity be Vn. And velocity of separation we know already is this velocity of separation will be v sin theta minus Vn. Is it right or not? And that will be equal to velocity of approach. Velocity of approach is, sorry, E times this. E times this will be velocity of approach. No, opposite I'm saying, sorry. Velocity of separation will be E times. E times of velocity of approach along normal.
Yes,
This
sir.
is the equation which I understood.
Yes, sir.
V sin theta minus Vn is equal to E into U sin theta. So Vn is coming out to be V sin theta minus E into U sin theta. From here to here we are getting.
Got, sir. Got.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. And this is a very key question. If you really don't understand it, and if you are not able to write it properly yourself only, then again you will be not able to use it in examination. So this obviously you should be knowing it completely properly, that how we get this. V sin theta is the speed with which it is moving away along the normal. Okay, the wedge is moving away, and it is approaching with Vn. Then Vn we are getting by this method. V sin theta minus Vn is the velocity of separation. Why I'm not taking Vn minus V sin theta? Why I'm taking V sin theta minus Vn only? Because it is separating away, so I should take the second mass, velocity of second mass.
Actually, minus will be, sir. So you have to create
Second minus first. Second minus first is equal to E times first minus second.
Minus
Second was
second.
at rest, but second was at rest only. Okay. Second minus first, velocity of second minus velocity of first. Velocity of second minus velocity of first is equal to E times velocity of first minus initial velocity of first minus initial velocity of second. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then you go to that question again. Do it. So, to do this question, let me make some changes in this, and then, or maybe I will make a new diagram again. This is theta here, let us say r, and then it is coming with what velocity? It is coming with velocity. It was having velocity this side.
U, sir.
This is, let us say, theta here. What was velocity u? Now, one line is this, is the line of impact for this mass only. For the other mass, there are two lines of impact actually. So I cannot determine any one line of impact for that, because impact is acting from above.
Theta
also.
equals to 30. 30.
Then this is theta will come out to be 2r sine theta
30, sir.
is equal to r. Yes, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Then other side angle will become 60 degrees.
60
then
degrees.
what will be the velocity in this direction? That will be u tau will be equal to v tau, tangent, along the tangent. That will be just equal to u by 2. So along one side the velocity remains u by 2. That does not change.
U root 3 by 2 is changed.
That will remain u by 2. And other side it is not u root 3 by 2. It will change. What it will change into, that we have to determine. So
Yes,
I know one thing now, that B will gain velocity only in horizontal direction. That I'm sure about or not.
Yes, sir.
So start with this.
Yes,
Start with that particular case for which you already know the direction of velocity v only. Start with that. So if it has v velocity this side, but along this line of impact, along the line of
Not
impact
changing.
by coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. So velocity along the line of impact should be same. So
Yes,
what velocity it was approaching? It was approaching with velocity
with
u cos
U cos 30.
theta.
that is,
And now it will be going away with what velocity? It is going away with what velocity? It is going away with v sine theta.
yes, sir, we signed it.
But it is also approaching with v n. Let us say v n we want to write for this. In this direction, velocity is v n. After impact. After, and it is before.
Impact.
So after we are getting v n, then what is the velocity of approach now? I think velocity of approach is v
We
sine
signed
theta
theta minus u cos
minus
theta.
vn, and that will be equal to e times. That will be equal to
U
e
cos
times
theta.
u cos.
Cos theta.
Yes.
So what we are getting vn this time as, this time vn is equal to
We
v
signed
sine
theta
U
minus
sin
u
theta
cos
minus
theta.
U cos
e
theta.
into u
Same,
cos
sir,
theta.
actually.
Same, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same.
Last time also we got same only.
Same.
think same
Cos-
knowledge, sir.
Exactly same, huh?
Same, sir.
Then no, but I think this time I took different theta. I think at that time I was taking theta with theta. At that time I was taking with this angle as theta. 90. No, this is also same theta. This is also theta. This is also
Same
theta.
theta only, sir.
Same theta only. Then I am getting
So
again exactly same thing I am getting.
That's why they are getting V sin theta, sir, component.
Right. So Vn we are getting. After getting V, what was our equation then? Along which direction we should apply conservation of momentum for the combined system? For the combined system, net impulse is acting only from here. Impulse due to
Tension,
tension.
sir.
Yes.
So
There is
along
no impulse along
horizontal.
horizontal.
Along horizontal.
So we
Horizontal.
can
We
apply
can apply.
conservation of momentum COP along
Long line.
horizontal.
Horizontal.
Along horizontal. Then it will become initial momentum along horizontal was 0,
Yes, sir. 0, sir.
and finally
Yes,
it
sir.
is capital
M-
M into
M into
minus
V.
V backwards minus V,
Okay.
and the other one is also, I think, that side only. Other one has two velocities. It has two velocities. One is tangential u tau, that is same, and the other is Vn. So what are the angles made by this u tau and along horizontal? U tau with horizontal. U tau with horizontal makes
Horizontal 30 degrees, sir. 30 degrees.
30 degree.
Yes, sir.
And what Vn makes with the horizontal 60 degrees.
60 degrees, sir.
Then I
60.
get
Ut cos
minus
60.
m into Vn cos 60
Cos.
degrees, and only one is along horizontal positive side. That is m into u
U2
tau.
is
V tau.
cos 30.
U tau is V tau.
Yes, sir.
U tau cos
Yes, sir. Cos 30.
30 degrees. This equation is there. Vn we can put from here above equation. What we are getting now? Now we are getting E is 1. So we can write it as m into minus V minus m into V sin theta. Sin theta means
V sin.
sin 60.
Sin 30.
V theta was 30. Sin
Yes,
1
sir,
by
theta
2.
30, sir.
Sin 1 by 2 minus. Oh, let me
U-
write here first.
U
V
one.
minus this will be u root 3 by 2.
Sir, EU root 3 by 2. Oh, okay, sir. U1.
Now you
E1.
put it here again. So we are getting V by 2 minus u root 3 by 2 whole multiplied
Yes,
by
sir.
1 by 2 again,
Yes, sir.
plus m into u tau will be
U tau is
u
U cos 30.
u cos 60 u by 2 into root 3 by 2 is equal
Yes,
to 0.
sir.
Only one unknown. V is the only unknown. Remaining everything is known in
We'll
this.
find out.
We will get.
So just next step only we will write, and then you will get answer easily. Okay, you can do it yourself now. I'm leaving it. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Sir.
Mainly you should be able to form equation. You should be able to visualize the situation. After that, you can do it yourself also then. Right. Next we have this equation. Let us see what happens here. So you know the diagram is before collision, during collision, and after collision. One question I left here before that. Yes, this one. It is coming with speed u, and E is 1. Then it will come back with what speed? It will come back with u speed only. In this question, normally they don't ask with what speed it will go back. Usually they will ask in this question, what is the impulse from one wall and what is the impulse from the second wall? How to find that? Find the impulses from the two walls. This angle is given to you as theta.
Change in velocity along that direction.
Find the impulses from the two walls.
Into minus.
Can you find? Impulses from the two walls will be when this ball comes here, little forward. When it comes here, when this comes here at that instant of time, this is angle theta, this is perpendicular, this is 90 degree, 90, 90 both sides, 90, 90, right? So what will be the impulse equation on this? With horizontal, it will make angle theta this side will become 90 minus theta. Then I can say that on this body, the component of impulse is this side I1, 90 minus theta. So I can write I1 sin theta.
I1 sin theta.
I1 sin theta is acting in horizontal direction. Is there any other impulse acting in horizontal direction?
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
I2 is
No,
perpendicular.
sir.
I2 is perpendicular. Then I1 sin theta will be responsible for I1
Change in
sin theta will
velocity.
be responsible from u to u only.
Okay, sir. 2mu
So
it
it becomes
becomes.
2mu. Yes,
Yes,
it will
sir.
be 2mu.
2mu by sin theta is impulse.
Then I can
I1
write.
equals to 2m, sir, 2m.
Then I am getting I1 from here. I1 is equal to 2mu by
2mu.
sin.
Sin theta.
Sir, sir.
Yes, sir.
How to
Understood.
get
Theta.
I2? I2 I will get by equating vertical impulses. So vertical will be I1 cos
Yes,
theta.
sir. I1 cos theta and I2,
equals to
sir.
I2. I2,
So
yes, sir.
I2 will can get or not?
Yeah.
We can get I2.
We can get, sir. I1 cos
Okay.
theta.
Right. We can get I2.
2mu cos theta by sin theta equals
Sir,
to
now
I2.
for example,
2mu by tan theta, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tan theta.
Yes.
2mu tan theta.
Right. Now this question you do. These masses are all equal and elastic collision. E is 1. All masses are equal.
Sir, cot theta, sir. 2mu into...
Whatever. Leave it now. You know how to do. Just equate I2 with this. Write everything properly. You will get answer. I1 we already know. I1 is equal to 2mu by sin theta. Yes, 2mu cos
2mu
theta.
by tan theta we get, sir. That is cot theta.
2mu cot theta.
Yes, sir.
So this during collision, this is the diagram. This mass collides with A collides with B and C. This is also diagram of A only, and this is also diagram of B and C only.
What will happen to A, sir?
So we have to find out. We have to just find out that
Sir,
what will be the velocities of A, B, and C after collision if collision is elastic. And first of all, do you understand that when these three will be touching each other, then this will be equilateral triangle?
yes, sir. Symmetrical.
Then
60,
above
60,
30 degree angle, below also 30 degree angle. What is the velocity of approach? V.
B.
Velocity of approach is V. And what will be happening afterwards? Afterwards, we don't know. It may not come to rest. Don't think that these masses are equal, so it will come to rest. Now it is a different situation. Masses are equal although, and elastic collision is also there, but it may still not come to rest because there are two masses with which it is colliding. So after collision, let us say its initial velocity was u, and after collision, its velocity became v. Whose velocity? A's velocity.
A velocity.
And B's velocity will be what? I don't know. C's velocity also is what? I don't know. But I know one thing by our
Observation of.
by along the line of impact. Along the line of impact, if you apply the do it yourself only. Otherwise, you will not be having practice. Do it yourself. This time I want you to do yourself only completely. Think about yourself. Do it yourself only. Mainly, don't commit mistake in the coefficient of restitution equation. That you should be writing properly along the normal only. If you are able to write that properly, then after that it is easy only.
Sir, B and C will move with
What?
ball B and C will move with U cos 30, sir.
No, not
The
right.
screen is rotating, sir.
Screen is rotating, okay, but you are
Now
not
it is
seeing
okay.
right
Now
answer.
it is okay, sir. Now it is okay.
U cos theta is wrong here. This, the first one comes to rest. Are you thinking that? If first one comes to rest,
No,
then
sir.
it will be moving
First
you
one,
sign that.
it will not come to rest.
What is the relative? Okay, what is the final velocity assumed by you for this? V.
For A,
And
sir.
let this be for A. Let this be final velocity of this AB V naught, and let this 2 be VV. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is that okay? Then what is the relative velocity of separation now? Now, velocity of this in this direction, let it be angle theta. This theta, although I know it will be 30 degrees. Because it is half of the angle, so it will be 30, half of the vertex angle, so it will be 30. So V naught sine it is separating with what velocity V, but approaching with what? V naught cos theta minus V naught cos theta. This is the velocity of separation along the normal, which will be equal to U cos theta. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
So then I can write V is equal to V naught plus U cos theta. One equation. Second equation, conservation of momentum along horizontal. That is M into U is equal to M into V naught plus M into the other two masses. They are having velocities V each. M into V cos, and component of V I have to take in which direction? Along horizontal. That will be M into V cos theta. But there are two such masses into 2.
Yes, sir. Into 2.
Second equation. So I have to put here value of V. I can put maybe, or I can put V naught value. Put the right. From there you get V and V naught, whatever we are getting. That will be the right answer.
Sir, I think B and C will move with root 3 U by 8, sir.
I don't know that, but you tell me these equations are same for you or different for you. Worry about the equations, don't worry about the answers. Again, you are looking for the answer and you are not even thinking whether our equations we are getting same or different equations. Are you getting same equation? Hmm? See, initial velocity was u, but along the direction of line of effect, that velocity will be u cos theta. So I took initial velocity of approach to be u cos theta. Velocity of separation. This is already separating along the line of impact only with velocity v. But at the same time, this is approaching with v naught cos theta. So v minus v naught cos theta is the velocity of separation. Understood? Are you understanding this part or not? If you are not understanding this, then you cannot go anywhere, obviously.
Understood, sir. Got it.
Huh?
U cos theta how comes?
U cos theta, because at velocity of approach along the normal we have to take. I think you are taking velocity of approach as u. We have to take velocity of approach along the line of impact.
Yes, sir.
Line of impact is this side. This is the line of impact of one body, and similarly for the other body also symmetrically other side. Along velocity of u, I have to take along that line. I cannot take just u itself. Along the normal, along the line in which direction the collision is taking place. If you are not understanding this, then what you are doing in this, last time also we did that only. Here also what I took here. Why I did not take u directly? Why I took u cos theta here? You did not understand last case also then. Why I took u cos theta last time? I took u cos theta last time or not along the line of impact along LOI.
Okay, sir.
U cos theta along the line of impact I have to take. I cannot take vertically down only. And then finally V was along horizontal. That V also I again resolved into line of impact direction. That is V sin theta along the line of impact. Then I took v sin theta minus vn is equal to e into u cos theta. If this equation is not clear, then you cannot do one question also in this chapter. You tell me that only, then I should explain that single equation only first. Suddenly you are asking me that why it is u cos theta, then what you have been doing from so far really? Then this is again, today's class is complete wastage it seems, because what I started explaining from the beginning, you don't understand one word also of that. If you don't understand that coefficient of restitution, we should take in which direction. This I explained not today, last week also I explained the same thing, v to 1 of n upon u to 1 n. Why don't you remember this formulae? Along the normal. v2 minus v1, total v2 minus total v1. It is v2 along normal minus v1 along normal. Is that clear or not?
Clear.
How can I believe you to be clear really if you don't understand it? Otherwise you could have done it yourself. One question I left for you and that also you are not able to do. Then you are not understanding one word also in this.
Sir, time completed.
And especially because time completed, that only you keep on saying, always time completed. But what you are understanding, that is none of your concern. You are just looking at time. This is line of effect, it is theta, then velocity of approach will be u cos theta, not u. Say something. Huh? What do you think? That we should take u only?
No, sir, we should not take use.
Then is it clear that why I am getting v minus v naught cos theta is equal to u cos theta?
Yes, sir.
Then second equation is along the horizontal. I have to apply the conservation of momentum now. That equation is clear or not? M into u was along horizontal. This everything may be along horizontal. I should say along x-axis. Along x-axis. All of these three marbles or three spheres or three discs, these all may be lying in horizontal plane itself. But among these, I am taking along the line of symmetry, along the line of initial velocity. M
Yes,
into
sir.
v naught. M into v naught finally. V naught is velocity for what? For A body, right? For A it was v naught.
Final.
And then it is v and it is v. Then I have to take component of v along this side and component of v also along the other velocity also along this side. Then I am getting this thing finally.
2v cos theta.
2 into m into v cos theta. This thing. Then by first and second equation I will be getting answer finally. And still I have not even started the cases of thread. When threads are there, then what to do? When even some other questions are also pending, multiple collisions cases also I can take. I have taken although today. Then we have variable mass not even started. That I am keeping for the last. Okay then. Bye for now.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye,
Bye
sir.
bye. And that boy, who is recording today?
Sir, me, sir.
Satvik, sir.
Satvik, sir.
Satvik. Don't. I'm speaking to somebody else. Don't just cut it. Means there will be option coming in which they will be saying converting the video. When they are saying converting the video, let it convert first.
Okay,
After
sir.
that only you stop it. Don't end it directly. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
It will be first converted into some other form, I think, and then it will take nearly 20 minutes. So don't cancel that conversion. Let it convert, and then only you can send it to me by Google Drive link. You have to send by Google Drive link. Okay.
Yes, okay, sir.
Okay then. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir.